welcome back to episode 6 of the Newcastle FM24 Early Access Save. We are back for potentially the final episode. And the reason for that is, originally I was planning to do at least another season. Unfortunately, in the last week, my wife had COVID, I've had COVID, I've not been in a well enough position to be able to record. Do let me know if you would like to see me do even just bi-yearly updates, one at the end of January, one at the end of the season, with just transfers and things like that, until we win a trophy like I was intended to do within 2 seasons. I'm not sure if that was going to happen, but let me know if you'd like me to just carry that on so that you can see where this goes. And if you are enjoying the content, please do leave a like down below and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. My main series is going to be starting tomorrow, all being well, with a series starting at Scunthorpe United. Obviously, they've been in quite a bit of financial trouble, the opposite of Newcastle, and I thought it'd be fun to bring them back into the Football League and try and save them from their current troubles. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, as I say, hit the notification bell as well so that you can be notified when that video goes live. Now, as you know, things went a bit wrong in the last episode, losing to Galatasaray and Man United, effectively ending our season. We then had a 3-0 win against Bournemouth, a 3-2 loss to Crystal Palace before we lost to Liverpool 1-0. After that, we've been unbeaten though. 2-1 against Brentford, 0-0 against Everton, 3-2 win against Tottenham, 1-0 win against Wolves, and most recently a 1-1 draw with Nottingham Forest. And that means on the final day we play Chelsea, who are currently in 6th place. We are in 7th, so a win pushes us into the Europa League spots rather than the Europa Conference League, which would be not ideal, but better than what we could be. Obviously, they wanted us to get the Champions League, so there's every chance that the series is going to end after this episode anyway, because we might get sacked. And our lineup before this final game of the season: Pope in goal, Kurtz, Geertruida, Botman as the back three, Vasquez and Udogie as the wing backs, Tonali and Bruno in midfield, Di Maria on the right, Carrasco on the left, and Isaac up front. And again, apologies if my voice is a little bit weak in this episode. Still recovering from COVID a little bit. Carrasco with an early corner sends it in towards Cortez, and we lead 1-0. 3 minutes gone, and we lead against Chelsea. Mount with a corner kick for Chelsea now. We're coming up to 15 minutes into the game. Goes to the edge of the box for Fofana, who curls it and nearly finds that top corner. Cortez playing the ball forward to Vasquez in midfield, and then back to Cortez. And Vasquez turns after the ball from Tonali. I'm not sure what Fofana was doing there. Isaac nearly beats Kepa, but a decent save from him. It looked like a pretty weak shot, so you would have expected him to hold it, really. Carrasco with a corner. We scored from one previously. We don't from this one just yet. Di Maria sends it back in. Udogie scores. It's 2-0. We do score from the corner in the end. And a fantastic first 20 minutes. Cucurella with a throw-in for Chelsea, throws it to Lukaku and then gets it back for Vasquez, quickly takes the ball off him, and then they mess around with the ball, and Cucurella gets it back. Mount to Pulisic, scores. I definitely think we need a new goalkeeper. Lukaku on the ball here, loses out to it. Tonali gets a good foot in. Bruno to Carrasco, ball through to Isaac. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He probably should have done better. Kepa forced into a save and Di Maria collects it as it bounces away. Back to Tonali, who's brought down. Apparently that wasn't a foul. Udogie to Vasquez. And we're forced backwards to Kurtz. And the highlight ends. Another corner kick now. Di Maria's going to send it in. It's towards... Kurtz has scored again. And there's another highlight before the end of the first half. Kepa's on the ball. Plays it across to Badiashile. And then back to Fofana. I will mention this. Their corner early on, they played it to the edge of the area, and it was Fofana, of all people, that was having the shot from the edge of the box, which was a bit odd. Mount sends the ball well wide. We've reached half-time 3-1 up, and you would hope that we've got enough about us to see this through. Vasquez going to throw the ball in, gets it to Kurtz, and he sends it back to Vasquez. Crossing chance, maybe? No, sends it to Di Maria on the edge. Sterling cut it out but didn't manage to keep the ball. Di Maria gets into the box and hits the bar. Pope on the ball, rolls it out to Kurtz, and I don't know how to say his name. Maybe I should just call him Coates. Who knows? Bruno out to Carrasco and then gets it back from him. Bruno coming through the middle. Where is Chelsea's midfield? Isaac hits both posts. Apparently it went in there. If it hit both posts and then bounced away, I'm not entirely sure how it did, but I'm not going to complain either. It's 4-1. Chalobah with a throw-in for Chelsea on the right-hand side. Nkunku gets it and then gives it back to Chalobah and back to Fofana. Chelsea being patient at the back here. We've dropped from our high press down to a mid-block just because I don't think we need to be pressing them too high up the pitch when we've got this lead. At the end of the day, they've got to come at us now, and I think the mid-block just gives us less gaps and hopefully will enable us a better chance. Isaac can't get the ball from Fofana there, and Pulisic inside to Bruno. Enzo Fernandez sends it wide. We're going to make a couple of changes here. Carrasco coming off for Anthony Gordon, and Facundo Torres coming on for Di Maria. They're both on yellow cards, so why risk them getting sent off? And you know what? We'll send Joelinton on for Tonali just because Joelinton has had a good season for us. Bruno playing the ball to Gordon. He's already picked up a yellow card. Thankfully, Torres hasn't on the other wing. Lukaku plays the ball through to Mount. There was a fantastic foot in there from Botman. And then Lukaku with a shot. Straight at Pope. Easy save. Final changes. Wilson coming on for Isaac. And Shaw. We'll bring Lascelles on for Geertruida because Lascelles is probably never appearing for Newcastle again. And a fantastic 4-1 win on the final day. That is exactly what we needed to end the season on. And hopefully it might have saved the job. So it's time for the season review, and it seems like they're probably letting us keep our job. We've not had any meeting or any real talk of us being sacked, so we'll pretend that's not a worry. Out of our signings, they're pretty happy with the majority of them, to be honest. Is there any that they're not happy with? They're not particularly happy with Vasquez. But other than that, yeah, they were happy with pretty much all our signings, which is quite nice to see. Premier League, so they wanted us to qualify for the Champions League. We only managed to qualify for the Conference League. However, Arsenal are playing Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup final. If Arsenal win that, we do get Europa League, not Conference League. Champions League, they wanted us to be competitive. We got to the round of 16. I would have liked us to have gone further, particularly because we drew Galatasaray, but nevertheless. FA Cup, they wanted us to challenge for the FA Cup. We got to the quarter-final, and Manchester United knocked us out. I can't be too annoyed about that. They wanted us to be competitive in the AFL Cup. We got knocked out by Manchester United, so it's one of them. Our biggest win was a 9-0 win against Luton. A 3-0 win against Porto was our match to remember. And our goal of the season, not just the goal of the season, the Premier League goal of the season was Bruno Guimaraes' goal. And because it was the goal of the entire Premier League season, we're going to go and check it out. So Torres on the edge, Ward-Prowse brings it back to Bruno. I mean, on FM23, a lot of the time I didn't agree with the goal of the seasons. That one's definitely up there. I'll give him credit for that one. Most notable deal, a sponsorship deal worth 50 million. We don't really care about that. That's none of our business. Top shirt sellers were Isaac, Ward-Prowse, Carrasco, Di Maria and Tonali. And our best 11, so we had Pope in goal, Botman, Tior and Geertruida as the back three. So quite nice to see two of our centre-back signings in there. Trippier and Adoji, again, another one of our signings. Joelinton and Bruno, Di Maria on the right, another one of our signings. Carrasco, another one of our signings. And Isaac up front. So the signings that we made definitely did make an impact in this team, which is quite nice to see. We did win Manager of the Month in March. The Fans Player of the Season was Adoji. He's also the Young Player of the Season. It's a shame that he's not our player, but we might be able to get him. Sign of the Season, De Gea, even though your Player of the Season is Adoji, but De Gea is the sign of the season. Got you guys. Bruno, as we saw, with the goal of the season. Isaac with the top goal scorers with 21 goals. Target with 12 assists, which is fantastic. I don't think he even played. Let's just have a quick look. He played 20 games. Well, 24 if we include the cup games. That is pretty good from left back. Well, left wing back. Carrasco with the most man of the matches. Tior with the highest average rating. And Coates with the most passes per 90. Can't complain about any of that. And as I say, they're giving us like our club vision and expectations meeting. So it does appear they're happy for us to continue. They want us to win the Europa Conference League. I don't know if that'll be the same if it becomes the Europa League. We'll have to wait and see. However, they did also give us our budgets, 247 million. That is quite the transfer budget. So I think I'm definitely going to continue with this because I want to spend all that money. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to give you updates as we go, and we will see what we can do. So Arsenal win the FA Cup in extra time against Sheffield Wednesday. And does that change what we've qualified for? It does. We are instead in the Europa League. If we go to the club vision, they want us to challenge for the Europa League rather than win it in the Conference League. And so with that, I will go off and start looking at what we need to do to get this team into the Champions League next season and hopefully win a trophy. As I say, let me know if you would like to see how next season goes. It will be more brief updates alongside the Scunthorpe save. I do have another new series that I'm not going to reveal quite yet. But if you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content and looking forward to seeing me save Scunthorpe United. And thank you very much for watching.